Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Cyberverse Commander Predaking. Now, this guy I wasn't really sure if I was going to get, and the main reason why I got it is because Toys R Us was doing a huge sale during the time that Age of Extinction was being released into theaters. And I saw this guy and I decided to pick it up because, well, just to get the sale, I decided, you know what, I'll just grab him. It was pretty much worth it for pretty much everything else that I got in that. I just thought, okay, this will be a throw-in. Plus, also, I was stressed out because apparently there were some Transformers that worked with the sale and some Transformers that didn't. So I kept on going back and forth with the cashier, so I just decided, you know what, I'll pick this up. I wasn't sure about it, but it's there. It's right in front of my face. I'll just grab it and go. But as it turns out, this Predaking is actually pretty cool. I really do like it. It's not a perfect representation of Predaking. I think for the size, it's pretty good. I could expect a little bit better with the wings. I don't know, I mean, the wings are kind of cool, but they don't really look like Predaking in the show. I mean, in the show, he seemed to have more flat wings and not as much detail as this, but I do like the wings. And I'm not sure about some of the things with this guy, like the head for the dragon mode, but I think now having him in hand, he's a lot better than I thought. He's been collecting dust on my shelf for a while, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to review him, because I felt like doing something with them. So anyways, you can take the gun for the dragon mode, and you can plug that onto the back. There's a little tab on the gun that goes into a little slot, so that's pretty cool. The transformation is very simple, but it does its job. You know, the legs are pretty much right here on the back, but it does look like a dragon. As I said, I'm not sure how I feel about the wings. I mean, they look cool, but they just don't look like what Predaking had in the show. And again, the head. I just wasn't so sure about it, but I think in hand it's way better. Like, you got a lot of silver detail, you got the yellow eyes right there. He's got a weird look with the arms when they're like this, but you kind of have to have them like this to sit well with the back legs, but they do have articulation. Like, you can move the shoulder around, you can move the elbow around, so you do have articulation with that. With the head, you don't really have too much going for it, but if you pop it off of joints that aren't really supposed to pop off, yeah, you can get some articulation. The reason why you don't get much is because the whole head is supposed to split open. And yes, you can see his robot mode head on the bottom. I think this can be lowered further down than this, but I just don't have it further down than that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Again, it's been a while. This guy's been collecting dust on my shelf. You do get some yellow, so that's pretty cool. But the orange, I think that might be the biggest problem, is he might have too much orange. I think more black in the arms, the back legs, and then the wings would have been very nice. Actually, I think that's the biggest problem on this guy, is the paint. Because you have these big chunks of just orange and orange and orange. Yes, the main body is black, but you have these big obnoxious pieces of just one color. With a little bit of color. I mean, there's gray right here, but that's mainly the joints in there. But I think that the mold-wise, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So I do like this. Transformation is very simple, but it's kind of amusing. You can take the gun off, and it's a push-fire missile. Didn't really do too well just there, but it does better some days. Some days it's just meh, like that. But yeah, just a basic weapon. You know, nothing much going on here. You can plug it in this way if you want, but it's supposed to plug in that way. Anyways, so yeah, continuing on to the transformation, what you want to do is, let me pull that back and lift that up, is lift up the shoulders on the joints, take the legs, and you're going to pop them off from the back right here, and they don't want to pop off right now. Come on, there we go. Thought I was about to break it. Let's see, come on, there we are. And then you flip that down, and they will snap off of one another. What you want to do is rotate the feet around like so, and then flip down the dragon foot. Pretty basic, but it does its job. Next, take the arms and flip them down, flip out the hand, and rotate it from up here. So yes, you do get wrist articulation, which is very nice. Anyways, do the same thing to this side. Rotate it from here, and flip down the joint for the hand. And you can leave the wings up like that. In fact, that looks pretty cool. I like to leave them back, just because that's kind of what he had on the show. Anyways, what you're supposed to do is split this open, and I've seen different versions of Predaking to where this looks a lot better than I'm going to make it. Like, I believe that, but just higher, and I can't really seem to get this any higher than that. So, usually what I like to do is I like to just leave them down like that and flip up the wings like so. And then you take the head and you rotate that around, and you can pull out the shoulders if you want. And there is Predaking in his robot mode. And I think, I think for Predaking in his robot mode, yes, he's got a lot of kibble on his back, but I think he's alright. He might have a big chest, but I think he's okay. Not sure how I feel about the head, but considering how small he is, I do understand why they had to do this design. You can see so much dust on this toy now. I think he's pretty cool overall. I really do like this. I didn't get a lot of these Cyberverse commanders for Transformers Prime. In fact, Cyberverse in general, I didn't get a lot of the Cyberverse stuff because I focused primarily on Deluxes and Voyagers. But I kind of want to go back to the Cyberverse stuff. Anyways, he got a gun, and it plugs into there like so. He does not come with the sword, which is very surprising, although you could take the sword from Bludgeon and give it to him. Again, you do have the wings, which is very nice. You can leave them out like that, but I don't usually display them like that. But I think that looks pretty good. Anyways, for articulation, you get a ball joint up here, but it only goes as far up to there. You get a knee joint, you get some foot articulation, which is very nice. Head will rotate, which is very good. You get a ball joint in the arm, the shoulder can move out of the way, and you get a rotation in the elbow. You also get this right here, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, again, the gun is just a flick-fire missile thing. It's not really much to it. Can you plug it in like so? Yes, you can plug it in like that. So if you want to give them a sword and a gun, you can do that. If you like, although that kind of looks more like a claw weapon. But yeah, there you go. So there's something, but normally I just leave this in the gun. So yeah, not really much more to say about this toy. If you love the Cyberverse line, then yeah, I'd say go ahead and get him. He's got some pretty cool coloring, but I think there's like a purple version and a blue version. I could have that wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's like a purple version that looks pretty cool too. So, I don't know if you guys are going to prefer that one over this, but I do kind of like that. For a size comparison, I just have this guy beside me, so there you go. Not sure how well that is for a size comparison, but we got that. And then also I have the Voyager Predaking right there, just because. So, with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.